come in and do some level of investigation. And while standing here, I see two beautiful ladies. What's your name? What's your name,
Ruby
beautiful
Sales of the Spirithouse Project, the founder and director of the Spirithouse Project in Columbus, Georgia.
In Columbus, Georgia. My daughter is close to Columbus. What's your name, my beautiful sister?
Reverend Susan Smith from Columbus, Ohio.
Okay. And what brings you all down here today, if you don't mind?
Well, we've come today because we have been investigating the suspicious murders of young black men and women around the country. And we've been trying to have people understand that Kendrick Johnson is part of a larger pattern of terrorism and the reinsurgence of lynching and the murders of black people. And that we hope that we will begin to put these cases together and so that we can get more attention on the issue rather than just dealing with one individual, but to have the nation, to raise the consciousness of the nation, to let them see that there's crisis, that we are in crisis in our communities, and our children are not safe from white vigilantes and police murders.
So you kind of believe that we're slipping back into the old slavery and Jim Crow mentality?
I believe that we are slipping back to right where we were after Black Reconstruction, after black people had enjoyed unprecedented power in the nation. Then whites began to reorganize themselves and began to try to get power back through terrorism, which at that time was lynching and beatings.
What do you say to those people like Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck, black female columnist Star Parker, who says that we are playing the race card?
Well, I would say that the people who have played the race card throughout history have been white people, and that they constantly play the race card by feeding on white hatred, by feeding on white supremacy, and by creating black people as criminals. They are experts at playing the race card. We are dealing with the realities of what is going on in America.
Okay, well, as we get ready to close this out, why do you have anything you'd like to say? Okay, what do you think? Why do you think that it seemed like as if though the election of President Barack Obama, don't you think things kind of increase with the black president?
Well, what I think is that to have a black president symbolically explodes the lie of white supremacy, and that people responded, white people responded to that, because how could you promote white supremacy? How could you say that white is superior and there you have a black man sitting in the presidency, in the seat of the presidency? On the other hand, I don't think the president has risen to the occasion of addressing the serious issues that black people confront in this country. After all, we loved him, we voted for him, and we, despite his inattention, we still support him. He has not yet stood up and talked about the murders of young black people by white people in any kind of serious way. Yet, he has constantly talked about how black people are killing each other, which is what happened during Black Reconstruction. All of the presses, the only press you got on black people was how we were murdering each other. And that's why black presses were founded, to offer an alternative to that viewpoint. So I believe that black people must begin to hold President Obama accountable. I believe that we must hold the Justice Department accountable. But we must realize and be very pragmatic that our children's lives are more important than a person's career.
Now, this is my final question. Did you know that you are in 18 miles, less than that, from Brooks County, the home of the Mary Turner lynching?
Yes, absolutely.
And where they cut the stomach? Okay, yeah. Well, here in Valdosta, one of those people, the man who actually killed the white plantation owner, was killed a few miles away from here, a few blocks from here. And they dragged him up and down North Patterson Street, drug him miles, about 10, 12 miles out to Morven, and to the old campgrounds, and that was the lynching area of that day. So the ground that you are standing on is a part of history, but people very seldom talk about it. But if you go to Boston G.B.R. on my YouTube, you will be able to see it. And we just had a Lowndes County Sheriff deputy last week, a week before last, to say that the stuff that I put on YouTube is crap. And so I gave him another definition of crap, which we won't get into it today. But if you look at what Jesus said, some people consider what he said to be crap, so I guess I'm in good company. Is there any closing remarks you were like, well, no, why did you start doing what you do? Why you started doing it?
Well, I started working in the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee as a young person at Tuskegee, and coincidentally worked in Lowndes County, Alabama, and Selma, which is where I work. And so I've been working for justice almost an entire lifetime. And I believe that black people are in crisis. We're in serious crisis, and we believed the mythology that we had made it. And many black people deserted the black community, left it vulnerable, and left it open to predators who have come in and destroyed every ounce of the black community, from gentrification, from public schools, even religion. So I think that it is time for black people to take a realistic stand, assess our situation, and ask a fundamental question. Did we come 300 years on a journey for freedom only to end up back oppressed? What was the purpose of our journey, and what was our destination? And I would say to you that our destination was not about having the king sit on the king's seat. Our destination was not to be a part of a burning house, as Martin Luther King said, and to build a world house where everyone is respected and have rights within a democracy.
All right, now once again, give me your name.
Ruby Sales.
And how can people get in touch with you? Because this will be on YouTube, Boston G.B.R. channel.
www.spiritthouseproject.org.
I will hook up with you. I will subscribe to your channel, and we will stay connected, because if we don't tell our story, apparently nobody else will. Thank you so much. Thank all those you have in the car. You came all the way from Columbus, Georgia, and you came from where?
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio. Thank you very much.
All right.